Hi, it's Emilia here. Welcome to my new video. Let's make some beautiful paper flowers together. Before I will jump into making flowers, I want to just mention that the soldering iron, I did had a giveaway for this 2 videos ago, I think. Please check the winner in the community tab. I will just post the winner, and today I will have another giveaway. Watch the video to find out what is the prize and what you can win. To make the flowers, I've got everything on my desk. I will start with the paper. I use the paper I buy locally. It's not expensive. The important thing for this paper is as you can see, it's not watercolor, it's not mixed media, it's called artist pad, which when I was looking on the cover I could see that I can use a water for this paper, and this is all you need to actually know. 180 GSM. It's not too thick, and I prefer it to be 180, 190. It's for me perfect for making flowers. Of course you can use thicker one, but then the flowers may look slightly different. So it's what can I say about it? I tested it and it's great, and I just use it for years now, and I love it. So look for something that you can use with the water. We're not making the paper very wet, just a little bit, so you can test some papers. Okay, I will use 3 colors today: mustard seed, rusty hinge, and it's a vintage photo. These are very old inks, and I never re-inked them, so the color is not as vibrant, but that's for me it's perfect. I like it this way, but if you will be using the same colors, you maybe need to check first if it's, if your ink has a lot of color, and because the flowers may be darker. For the flowers I use blooming flowers from Stamperia. These are the dies I designed for them. I really like them. So I hope maybe you can try them as well. And I used 3 sizes: the biggest, one smaller, and one smaller. I didn't use the little ones, not today. So these 3, and I have already die cut some of the petals. The other thing I want to say is that when I die cut that 180 GSM paper, I fold it in half. As you can see, I also did the other petals for another video, but yeah, I fold it in half and I cut 2 layers, and it works really well. The other thing is the mat for shaping flowers, also from Stamperia. It was released with the flowers, with the cutting dies and other things, and the Shaping Burins, they also from Stamperia, but if you have them in various sizes, that's perfect. I will also use the poke tool. I may use it, may not, but it's good to have it near you, something to some sponges for the ink. I'll be using glitter today. This is a quite thick glitter, and the color is darker for the flower center. I will show you what I do with it. Some stamens. I've got white stamens. These are also from Stamperia. Doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the size, as we use them just to create the flower center, and I just found a really nice way. So they can be slightly larger. These are 3 millimeters, maybe, I think, I'm not sure. Something to have as a base. I also use this one if I need to poke my flowers. This is just the yoga mat cut into pieces. I've been using that for years as well. It works great, and because I don't like to use my quality mat, to make any holes in it, so I use something like that. You can use the glass mat. Today I will just use the piece of packaging for my flowers when I need to add water to them. Water with the sprayer. The tweezers, I like to use them when I make flowers. It's not necessary, and you will also need maybe a scissors and a paper towel. That's it. We can, no, that's not it. Hot glue. We need a hot glue today, and heat tool if you got one, some metal container, or as I will use the bowl to dry the flowers. I will start with inking the flowers, so I will color them all, and then I will shape some on the camera and some off the camera. So first I will apply the yellow ink. I will go lightly almost on all the petals. In some places you can go heavier. No, really, don't really care too much, just add color here and there, and I will do that on both sides for all the petals. You can avoid the center as we'll be adding brown ink to the center, so just focus on the edges of the petals. Next color, and with this one I will only add the color, or maybe 2 or 3 petals on one side of the flower. I'm not going all over like that. And again on both sides of your flower, because when the flowers are finished, we can see the petals on the other side as well, so it would be really weird if they had no color at all. And now the last color, the vintage photo, I will go in the center quite heavily in round motions, and then lighter on the petals. You can also go on some of the petals with that color, just randomly, and a little bit on the other side. So that will be a finished petal. I've got the petals ready, so now what I'm going to do, I will spray a little bit of water on my foil, and then I will be dipping the flowers in the water. And we don't want to actually moisture that top too much. We're just going with the water on the bottom side of the flower, okay? And when you feel that it becomes softer, because it will pick some water, I mean soak some water, the paper becomes softer, then we can take it and we bring all the petals together, kind of squash them, and then I also like to grab the top and twist once, okay? And then I place them on the towel. You don't have to wait too long, because we only want the paper to be slightly damp, not very wet. And you do that for all the flowers. Bring petals together and then kind of grab the top and turn once or twice. And I will be using the mat now and the burins, depend on the size of the flower, smaller or larger. So unfold them very gently, because the paper is now wet and it's easy to tear it. I will try to straighten the petals. Okay, it looks really nice, it has a lot of creases, and then I would go with the ball tool from the center maybe to the half of the petal, just to shape it a little bit. So I just go from the center to the half of the petal. Okay, and then you can see the petals go up, and that's it. I would leave it to dry now. So this is all we do for shaping. It looks really lovely. I will shape few for you so you can see what I'm doing. Unfolding the whole layer gently. If they are very creased, I would just straighten them a little bit and then go from the center to the half of the petal, just to give it a little bit of shape like that, and then I just place it in that metal ball, metal plate actually, because I will need to dry them before we can glue them together. We cannot do anything when they are wet like that. You can leave them to dry on their own. I like to use the heat gun because it's quicker. The shaping is done now. We actually don't do anything else with them. Look how cute they are. Now we just need to dry them before we can glue them together. So I will use the heat gun. I will do it off the camera, but one thing, you will know that the flowers are dry when they are, look, at the moment they're still very soft. You will know they are dry when they're actually quite hard. Can you hear how crunchy they are? They are dry now, and you will feel it because it's kind of hard to straighten it. It keeps that shape, which is amazing. So before we will move to the next step, the giveaway for today is cutting dies, shaping mat and the burins. One person can win this lovely set. For a chance to win, just comment below the video. Tell me also if you make flowers or not, if you want to try. And yeah, that's it. That's your chance to win this, and this is open to everyone. Anyone can win. I will choose the winner randomly and will post in the community tab next week. So today it's Monday 21st, I think, so it will be next Monday. Good luck, everyone. So I will just take my first. We'll start with the largest one, and then the second. I think this is the same size, yeah. And then I will bring the stamens. I will use only one stamen for each flower, and I will show you why. This is double-sided, so I will actually use only half of it for one flower. And first of all, I will ink the stamens, as I don't want them to be so white. Where is the other one? Let me just grab a few more. I will do them all together, actually. I think this will be enough. I will use this vintage photo ink, and I will just place them on the ink and go with the sponge on top. And then we also need to color them on top as well. If I would be using, I'm using the brown glitter today. If I would be using, I don't know, blue glitter, then I would ink the stamens blue as well. That's done. It doesn't need to be perfect, because I will show you what I want to do with how I'm going to create the flower centers with that. To make the the flower centers, I will take the stamen one, and then open your glitter. Try not to try not to touch it, and then go with the hot glue on the end of your stamen, creating like a little ball or something like a round shape, and then I will go with that into my glitter. The shape doesn't need to be perfect, because once we pick up the glitter, I hope you can see it. It created a really lovely flower center, and I will use that for each flower. Okay, let's put the flower together. So I will take one of my lovely flower centers and we'll go through the first layer. Then I just pull it from the bottom. Okay, looks like that. Then we go through the second layer, and here I will try not to overlap the petals. I will add a small dot of a glue between the layers. Let me just go with that first, and will position my petals so the bottom petals are between the top petals. And also, if you have one side of the flower lighter and then the other darker, I would keep that the same way. So petals, if there are lighter petals, they will go on one side and then darker on the other side. When I'm happy, I will just add a small dot of a glue between the flowers, really small dot of a glue. Between the layers, I mean, not the flowers. Okay. And then I also like to add a little bit more glitter around my flower center. For that I just use the glue with the very small tip, and I just add a little dot. Look. And I will sprinkle glitter on that. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay, we can go back. And that's the flower. It looks so pretty. So I will leave it to dry now. You can trim off this, you know, twine on the bottom of your flower. The flowers are done now. Look how pretty they look. I absolutely love them. So once again, one person can win this lovely set. Please comment below the video and I will announce the winner next week. I want to thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you liked that video. Please let me know if you would like more flower making videos. I don't know, are you making flowers? Would you like to learn? Do you use flowers in your projects? Give me some feedback, please. Thanks again for your support. It means a lot to me. Have a lovely creative day, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.